Hi everyone, let's go through all 15 swing coins. Okay, starting with APT as usual on a weekly. Now, see, no coin can withstand when BTC dropped 13%. No coin. So if BTC, if you see, I mean, so I don't have to explain why alt have gone down. At least what we are going to focus that where how deep they went, corrected, and where they stand at this moment. Have they broken any key level? What is their recovery attempt? What kind of strength they're showing? So we are focusing on that. There's no question that why they are corrected. We know the reason. So now if you look at APT, it touched the critical support but not broken. So we can say this is complete retest of this low. So this is fine. And today is 2.27, which is good. Atom touched the lower part. Again, a similar thing, retested this level. So this is okay. Not breached any level. Now this has touched a little lower than this, but it's still in this range, which is like a big support zone. So yes, this structure hasn't been broken by BNB yet. This is still on the lower part, so we have to keep an eye, but the structure is intact for now. So there is nothing to worry from that point of view. If you look at Doge, yes, it came down, but now it's bouncing. So again, it is back to S1, which is good. Right, we'd like to see how it progresses. So again, the week hasn't over. So if it remains about this, then it's good. We would not like to see going back, which is true not for Doge, but everything we would not like to see at the lowest point. EGLD also touched the lower part of the channel, which is perfect. Technically speaking, if you look at that, this is perfect. I'm not saying this is very good news, but at least after touching it, is the bounce is pretty good, more than 50% recovery, which is good. And we know that it has to break above S1. We are very much clear about what it has to do. Remember, we never said alts are flying high. We never said we have the required level and they are not able to break above required level. Remember, so until they break above required level, they're not going to go for the higher level, remember. So there is no confusion. Ethereum attempted and it broke down because we know, but it hasn't broken this line. So even though this is still good. In fact, you see that BTC has broken this one particular line, but Ethereum has not. So you can say Ethereum is showing more strength than BTC in terms of structure. Otherwise, they're pretty much identical, but ETH has an edge at this moment, slight edge. FET touched the B, but now quickly back to A. Amazing. Love it. Look at that. It's showing strength. So this is like forced, I mean, somebody kind of, pushed someone down the cliff. That kind of a thing. So they are algo, right? They are bots, algo. So if BTC does something silly like 13% drop, they're not going to sit there. So they're going to drop as well. But when the BTC stops falling, what they do is important. And what we're seeing that alts are getting stronger. BTC dominance is reducing, alts are getting stronger, and that's something is good. You can see 80%, 90% recovery, which is awesome. Filecoin also corrected, but nothing major. We'll have to wait and watch for it to break up A again and then ultimately S1 and so on. But we can see 50% recovery from the total loss, not bad. FTM also around 50% recovery. It hasn't broken the critical support. The pattern we were talking about, this one is actually got bigger. Earlier we had this kind of a pattern. Now it is a little bigger. Nothing, no fundamental change. The pattern is now a little wider and a longer. but there's no fundamental change. And nice to see more than 50% recovery on FTM side. Soon, we would like to see it above this A, support A, and back to the orange box, then again continue on the upside. Matic retested B. There's no major bounce, but this is still above the support, as you could see. So nothing changed structurally, right? Structurally, it's good. R okay, RNDR broke S2, but if you look at this orange line, this is the support, this is support. So anyway, this is way above the any critical level. Remember, this is the December low. And then even this low is not broken and it is here. So this is still one of the strongest coins, whether you believe it or not. Sand is a relatively weaker coin among all at this moment, and probably we might replace this one with something good in terms of price action. I haven't decided, but if any other coin to be added, then probably sand coin has to go, in my opinion. We'll see. I'll let you know when we decide. SOL is still very strong. It went down, but you can see that touch or came close to the SOL. This is a throwback example. This is which I explained in the first part of BTC. This is a breakout and returning back to the breakout level is a throwback. So which is encouraging. So yeah, I mean there's a delay, but as you can see, even SOL is very strong. By the way, the amount of drop was not much comparatively. So that shows me strength in it. Of course, XRP had a bad day, but and a week, and this entire pump from SEC's ruling was reset with this drop, which I mentioned that when there is good news, the asset might pump, and then they normalize. What you see is XRP is now normalized. So this was extreme move from SEC's news. This is an extreme move as well from some other event. Whatever. Point is, it is averaging out. It is averaging out. Okay. So when you look at the line view, you can see it is actually, you'll see the pattern. Let me highlight for you. You will understand the pattern only if you use the line chart. You see a nice arch. Beautiful. So when you use candle chart, you will see a lot of ups and downs because of the spikes on the upside and the lows. If you really want to track the trend, you should use the closing price that you get from the line. So you get more clarity. And you tell me if this is not clear, right? If you don't agree, then tell me. This is so clear to me. Now, this is progress. This is low. This is higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Focus on the lows. It is making progress. I'll show you one more trick. Let me just a moment. Actually, you can instead of closing price, you can actually depict lows if you want. Only lows you can also depict. So you see, this is the low, and this is a retest, and then it's progressing. But it's okay. But you can change it. I'm just saying. But this is usually the default setting. But I think you have clarity now that There's no real issue here. It is making progress. My bad. That's what I was thinking. There's no real issue. Yeah. So that's it. So with that note, I would say maybe we can have a quick look at this line chart. Of course, the trend is down on APT, atom retesting, AVAX, as you could see again on the lower part. You can see clearly see it's at this level. You can see that it has retested this Doge. You can see it has retested this low. EGLD is continuing on the downtrend. ATH is here, still higher lows. FET, FET, no new low. You see, this structure is very good. FET, sorry, FIL 5 point, not broken this low yet. FTM is still going down, but not still above this one. Matic is very close to this one. Yeah, so not really broken in a big way, but yeah, it's melting for now. RNDR, as you could see, not broken this low still. So this is still higher low in this case. So that's why I said it's still one of the strongest one. SND made new low and it's still going down, as you could see. That's why we said this we might have to replace it. SOL, you see, this is also one of the strongest, like RNDR and Ethereum, which I mentioned, because it is nowhere close to this previous low, right? And XRP, which we have seen, and also track this one. See, it's making progress. So this is one way to tell yourself that how coin is progressing, and then you get a clarity and ranking. Remember, SOL was super boring some like a couple of months ago, but then it pumped and improved. So similarly, some other coin might pump in the future and they may improve. Right? But when you look at different coins then every week, you will get understanding which coin has more strength, which coin has lesser, I mean more weakness and so on. And then you have opportunity to plan the way you want. Correct? And I would keep only those coin which has potential. If I see sand has a weakness and probably other coin, then I will replace sand, um, which is so we'll try to keep 15 coins which are relatively good and relatively in a good state, right? With good potential. So that's the goal. So I hope you find this session useful. Feel free to ask me more if there is any question. Talk to you soon. Thanks, everyone.